Pain doesn't knock on the door. It kicks it in. It doesn't ask if you're ready. It doesn't care about your plans. It arrives when you least expect it, shattering the version of yourself you thought was strong. But listen closely. It does not come to destroy you. It comes to reveal you. Most people fear trials. They run from discomfort like it's a fire meant to burn them. But the truth, raw, powerful, liberating, is this. The fire is not your enemy. The fire is your forge. And you were made to walk through it, not to be consumed, but to be transformed. You want strength? Strength doesn't come from easy days and perfect plans. Strength is born in the moments you thought would break you, in the hours when you cried in silence, questioning everything, in the seconds right after failure when the world tells you, stay down, but something louder inside you whispers, get up. Because when trials come, you have two choices, become bitter or become better. But here's the reality, most people will never face. Becoming better is not automatic. Growth is not guaranteed. Pain alone doesn't produce power. It's what you do with that pain, how you respond, how you think, how you choose. That defines the outcome. It all begins in the mind. If the mind is your battlefield, then belief is your sword. Every trial you face begins as a thought. Every challenge, every setback, every heartbreak, it whispers a lie before it wounds you physically. It tells you you're not enough, that you're cursed, that you'll never rise again. But belief isn't passive. It must be chosen. Belief is the muscle that refuses to atrophy when you're bleeding. It says, yes, this hurts, but it's not the end. It says, yes, I've lost, but I'm not finished. It says, yes, I failed, but I am not a failure. When you change the way you think about trials, trials change what they do to you. They no longer become prisons, they become training grounds. And this shift, this transformation of thought, it's everything. Because clarity rises out of chaos, not comfort. You don't discover who you are in the mirror when things are going well. You find it in the storm, when the world goes dark, and all you have is the voice inside your chest telling you to hold the line. That voice, that's vision. And vision is what separates the ordinary from the exceptional. It's what turns wounds into wisdom. It's the light that keeps you walking forward when the path is invisible. Vision is not just seeing the end, it's knowing the why behind the pain. When you understand why you're being broken, you stop fighting the process and start trusting the outcome. Your vision must be stronger than your trials. Your purpose must scream louder than your fear, because trials will test your allegiance. They will ask you, are you in this for applause, or are you in this for growth? When the audience disappears, will you still rise early? When the dream is bleeding, will you still fight? When no one believes in you, will you still believe in yourself? That's where purpose comes in. Purpose is not about comfort, it's about conviction. And conviction is born in resistance. You think champions were made on sunny days? Number, they were made in the rain, when nothing felt certain and everything seemed against them. Discipline isn't forged when you feel like it. It's built when you don't. When your body says no, but your soul says go. When your emotions scream stop, but your spirit shouts never. You rise not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. And with every step through the fire, habits are carved into your soul like stone. Not just routines, but rituals of resilience. Habits that anchor you when the winds howl. Habits that say, I will not be moved, I will not be broken, I will not be defined by what I went through, but by how I rose. Those habits will save you when motivation fades. Because motivation is a spark, but discipline is the flame that never dies. You want to change your life? Then change what you do when it hurts. Change how you respond when you're overlooked. Change what you choose in the moments no one is watching. Because the habits you build in the dark are the ones that light up your destiny. And every action, no matter how small, is casting a vote for the person you are becoming. So don't ask, why am I going through this? Ask instead, what is this making me? Not why me, but what now? You are not the trial. You are not the wound. You are not the failure. You are the one who chooses what comes next.